Howdy, everybody. It's Cheri. Happy Monday. How are you? I'm actually here on a Monday. Was I here last Monday? I don't know. I think I was. Yes. Because we made the little hat. Right? Was that Monday? Or did I do that? I don't even know. Or did I do that? I don't know. How are you doing? I hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, I can't remember. Did we do this last Monday? Don't know. Maybe? I don't know. Holy cow. My memory is not good. It is not good. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. It's a good Monday. I feel good-ish. Goodish. It was a fun weekend because we got our son back. Our son came home. He's been gone for, I don't know, over a month. So we Logan, the one that was helped in the move, stayed with me when we were at the other house and then came here. I think he was here for 11 days and then gone. And so he's home. So it's nice to have everybody that's still living with us at home. So that's nice. We're going to do, I don't know if my upper camera is going to cooperate today, guys. It's kind of being a little flaky again as I was doing some stuff. I'll say hi to everybody here in a second, but I have some more left over of the Lion Brand Ferris wheel. So we're going to use that today to make a hat on the Z machine, which I've had a couple people ask about. You can't get, apparently on Amazon, you can't get the Z machine, in the link that I have in my Amazon supplies list, but you can find the purple and white Centro, which I think it's the same thing, guys. I really do. The purple and white Centro is still available, I believe. So anyway, let me go ahead and get cast on and then we'll chitty chatters. Let me see if I can get this to go. I don't know if it's going to stay up on the machine. It may not. So I hope you guys, I have something to show you. Let me get cast on though, because I want to, otherwise I'll sit and I'll talk and I won't get it started. But I have, especially Sandy, I have something to show you guys that I did. I worked on, if you saw my post, I did some diamond dotting. I don't know, some diamond painting. What do you call it? Diamond painting, I guess. I wouldn't necessarily call it painting though, because it's not really painting. It's kind of more like a puzzle than it is a painting, I think. But anyways, I did that. I worked on that. Worked on a little bit more today. I love it, guys. It's so relaxing. I really do like that little tool. I will say though, the Kato little suction tool, I like it. It has a little bit of noise to it. I've gotten used to that noise, but if you want it really quiet, I could see where if you want a quiet time that, oh, now it switched back. You know what? When I switched out, is it on the machine still, Sandy? When I go into the private chat, it pops me out of there. Let's see if it does it again to me. No. How about now? We'll leave it for a second and we'll see. I switched it back. It might be delayed. I did tighten this up when I used it. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I did use this though. Let me make sure I'm on. Okay, let's see who's here. I'm going to check this again. We'll see if it pops me out. Okay, it says it's me. We'll see. We'll leave it for a minute and see. Okay, let's see here. Debbie Ward says, cross my fingers for no rain for you. Rain is supposed to be good luck for weddings. Oh, who's getting married? Is somebody getting married? Or no rain. Debbie from Las Vegas. Kim Madison, hello. I used to live in that neck of the woods. Oh, you know what? It cut off. There were messages before that, and it cut them off for me. I can't see them anymore. Hello, Lisa Whaley. Brenda is here. Cranky weather in Texas. It's chilly here today, guys. Okay, now it switched back. For me, it switched back to my face. So I'm going to try. Let's leave it on my face for a minute. I love that you guys chit chat with each other. I love that. I love it. I really do. Hello, Megan. How are you doing? Still my face. Yeah, see, it switched off for me just now. So it's on my face now. Let's see. Just wanted to stop in and say hi. Hope you all, each and everyone has such a great and safe week. Don't forget to hit it. Thank you, Megan from Pumpkin Bee Creations. And Sandy's here, of course, and Courtney. Happy Monday to you. And Molly is here from Golden Arm Creations. And we have Barb and Sarah Randall. Sarah just got, let's see, Happy Monday, just got home from doing overtime at work. Oh, that's maybe good. You get extra money, right? Marilyn King's here. Margot's here. Hello, Margot. Oh, Margot, I hope that you're safe. I hope you're safe because I still get like warnings for storms I haven't switched it on my watch yet. I mean, I get the weather, but for the Weather Channel, I only get notifications for Michigan. I got to somehow figure that out. But I saw that there was like thunderstorms or whatever. So hopefully they're not headed your way. Stacy Eisen just left for the day. Oh, I'm sorry I missed him. We had a good day. Then his numbers went. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ooh, 507. Oh no. I had just given him 2.8 units. Prayers. Oh, I will be praying. That is high. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so high. That poor kid. Hello, Nancy. How are you doing? Char's here. You are in the big one machine in the small. Okay, good. I'll see if I can switch it back now. I'll send you some heat. That's okay. Actually, I could probably put on a sweatshirt. It's so cool. What is the temperature? Like 61? So nice. Hello, Bill and Joyce. Joyce, I just sent your package out today. So that went out this morning. And hopefully we can get you fixed up. Hopefully we can get you fixed up with the machines. I'm sorry you're having like struggling with them. It makes me anxious because I want you all to have a good experience with the machines, and I wish I could fix it when you guys don't. Okay, so wait, before I go back to the machine. Da-da-da. So I did the diamond painting. And then remember what was on my Post-it note? I made a chicken. It looks like it has I don't know. I don't know if I like it, but I made a chicken. It looks like it has a mohawk. I'm not sure I like the little waddle or whatever, but I made one and I learned a couple things. I used, I watched a couple of the different videos and I ended up like doing the one that I think it was Simply Sarah. I kind of did her pattern. But I found out something, guys. I absolutely love Lion Brain Heartland Yarn in the machines. I friggin' hate having to crochet with it. I was struggling. The struggle bus was real. Because I was doing the crochet clothes, and I usually don't I can crochet clothes. That's not the problem. Boy, it was splitting like no tomorrow. It was bad. But it's kind of cute. And I did the button on the bottom. I really like that. I like that a lot. I did it on the 40 pin. And I don't know the Simply Sarah one. I think she does them on the 20. I think she did hers on the 22. So I kind of took a little bit from one person's video and they had I did 78 rows on the 40 pin. I think if I was to do it again, I would do the waddle bigger. Do some more increases and decreases and make it so. And now that I made one, I want to make more of them. I think the chickens might multiply like rabbits because that was kind of fun. It's kind of fun. And it was a fast, a pretty quick project, guys. So anyway, I made a chicken. I did it. I finally did it. I can take my Post-it note and I finished my chicken. Yes, 507 is hospital high. Boy, it does but a cranky attitude. But I certainly try to understand. I hate it for him. That's so awful. Yeah, I don't know. 507, I don't know how you're not in a hospital bed. That's super high. Yes, you need to make a chicken. It's fun. It really let's see, what is Sandy says it's more complicated to close it in purl mode like I did. Yeah. You did purl? Oh, because you flipped it around the other way. Yeah. Sandy did. You flip, and then you know what? I liked yours better because it looked more chicken-ish. Sandy did it the other way. You instead of having the knit side out, have the purl side out. Oh, now I want to make one like that, but I don't want to have to close it with the purl side out. But it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I did that yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I haven't made things in a while, so it felt really nice to make something. All right, let's see who else is here. Let me start cranking, and then I can see who else is here. You guys, you know what? The Hirschner's, I think the warehouse sale is this weekend, and I really don't need any more stuff because I bought all that Big Twist stuff. but I kind of want to go. But I know if I go, I'm going to spend money, and I really don't need to spend money. I really don't. Okay, Linda said, thanks, Debbie, for the... Okay, so it was Linda. I must have missed your first message. Grandson's wedding on Saturday. We had 12 Saturdays in a row with rain. Oh, goodness, that's a lot. Yes, Sarah, yes. Agreed. Sarah says it's the same with Karen Simply Soft. Yes, because that's what I use for the waddle was the Karen. Now see, it like popped off for me. So is it me in here or is it the machine? Ugh. Why can't this work for me? Oh, I have to tell you guys, we're doing a test too. Now you okay? Did I switch it back? Let me know. Last week on Friday, I had shared the event. So I shared the event onto my Facebook, and we're gonna go to blows. Okay, it's me again. Okay, how about now, Sandy? Is it me or the machine? Because I see me in the big one. Machine. Okay, it's backwards then. So silly. Technology. Gah! But anyways, I had shared the Facebook Live event onto the page because anymore when I schedule them, it doesn't put them into my feed. So it like goes in a special spot for events and it doesn't tell anybody, right? And then the live never posted on my actual feed. It only posted in the event. So today is a test. I did not share the event on my feed. If this goes to the event section, now see it switched for me. Okay, now it's fine. So the delay is on my end, I think, is what it is. Okay. But if this does not post to the page itself, I'm going to just go like starting Friday or Thursday, because I'm going to go back to Monday and Thursday. I think we can do that now from here on out. I think that's going to work. But although I liked Friday, guys, because it kind of like send off for the weekend, but I know people have stuff going on. So we're going to do it Thursday nights. But anyways, Cheri, focus, Cheri. If it doesn't go to the feed, we're just going to start doing the lives on YouTube just because it gets lost right now, though. It shows like, for me, it shows like I have about 11 people on Facebook. Yeah. And Sandy always shares it too. Thank you, Sandy. So I think we might do that. I might just start going to doing, and when and if this doesn't post to the feed, if it posts to the feed, I'll just leave it the way it is. But if Facebook's going to go where we're just posting to the event itself, then nobody's going to go in there and watch it, guys. I know I wouldn't. So that's what we're going to do. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. So let's see here. La, 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 la. Stacy says, I love the look of diamond dots. It looks like fun. Reminds me of cross stitch. Needs to find. Yeah, you do. You need it. You would like it. I'll be honest. When I first saw them, I'm like, that's not my style. Like, I don't know. I can't find pictures that I like. And that's not something I would normally do. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And, I know some people are, they're like, whatever, take it or leave it. But I really enjoy it. I will say I got it. I'm all in now. I got to go get me some containers and stuff because yesterday I broke open one of the bags accidentally and I'm like trying to find all my little dots because if I lose them, then I can't finish my project. So I've got to go get some little containers because at first I was like, I'm not going to buy any extra stuff if I'm not going to continue to do this, but I really like it. I would like to do some freehand ones. Has anybody ever done like where you come up with your own design? Do they have, somebody's got to have like canvases that you could do it. Do they have that? Is that a thing? Like where you could do your own pattern and like your own thing? I don't know. You guys have to help me. Is that a thing? Is that out there? Maybe it's not something I can do. This has got a spot in it. But I think that I would like that. Like doing some freehand designs. There's got to be a way. Kim Matheson. Let's see. We have Dixie Belle 76. Hot and stormy in Orlando. I got to tell you guys too, for anybody who's out in California, I'm praying because I just hope nobody gets hurt out there. It's making me a little nervous, not gonna lie. Barb is on a live with me. When I did it, it was a struggle. I remember you talking about it, Sandy, when you had your when you did your chicken, when you had your chicken, like you gave birth to it. It probably felt like that if it was a struggle. And we have Bettina is here. Courtney says, I'm in the same boat. Really want to go to the warehouse sale, but don't need it. Yeah, Courtney, this is the thing. I don't want to miss it because I'm like, I'm here. I could actually drive there, even though it's a little less than 2 hours from here is, I think, when I mapped it. So I'm like, I'm close. I can go, but I really don't need anything, you know? Well, and I know if I get there, I'll be like, oh, I should get this and I should get this. And right now I have sacks of stuff sitting all over that I haven't even found a home for. It's not responsible, but I kind of want to go. I kind of want to go just to go so I can like record it and you guys can see what it's like. I don't know. I might, but I know if I go, I have to like, maybe I have to set myself a budget that I won't spend any more than a certain dollar amount. I suppose I could do that. Thank you, Barb. Megan says, went to a lot of flea markets over the weekend and I bought whipped tallow. Oh, I think I saw your post on that. Making some body butter. Yeah, I think that would be actually really good for your skin. That's crazy, Stacy. And I know Sandy has experience with this too, but like having a good food day and your body still goes haywire. It's just so aggravating for a poor kid. I don't know. I feel bad for him. My cranker's going to start squeaking. Nikita, hello to you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's okay in your neck of the woods. Let me see. Oh, it jumped. I keep getting little fuzzies. This is the thing that's kind of can you see this, guys? I don't know if you can see it. See here? This is the only thing about this roving style is sometimes it's like real thin and sometimes it gets real thick. And I always worry about it snapping. Once it's all knitted up, it's totally fine. But sometimes it would make me really nervous when I was doing the workshops because this was the yarn that I used. Hello, Southpaw Fiber Arts. How you doing? Courtney says it's a slippery slope in the yarn store for sure. Okay, how can I make my thing stop squeaking, you guys? It's driving me nutso. Driving me nuts. Oh. Dixie Belle 70. Yes. Yes, you can get blank canvases at different color dots. I think of it like the DMC floss with cross stitch canvas. A light board is a game changer. I do have one. You know what? I've not used it though because I was doing the things. See, I have one like this. Yeah, but it's not super big. So if I would do a big one, see, I have like a light board like that I use for when I trace embroidery patterns. So I'll have to get one because that would help my eyes too. That would help my eyes a lot. I should even do it. I still have one more little coaster to finish. I got to figure out what I'm going to put on them. Now I think it was somebody like Margot or somebody said something about the stuff that you can put on them that you can buy right there where they're at. And I don't know if it's Mod Podge. Somebody had said something about doing like acrylic pour over them. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see. So who makes does anybody know who makes the blank canvases? I guess I can just search for it. I'll just do that. Sarah Randall says, I have a yarn fairy. I had a big bag of yarn dropped off Saturday that was looking for a new home, but it came from the home of a smoker. Yeah, that's tough. You can maybe wash it. Maybe. Nikita says, I'm okay. I'm doing good, Nikita. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. Finally getting all kind of like, I still have the moments. Where did we go Sunday? We went to Barnes and Noble yesterday. And couple things. I gotta talk about this. So Barnes and Noble here, that's crazy. They have used books, which I've never been in a Barnes and Noble that has like a used book section. It's huge. It's huge. Barnes. Everything's huge here. Like I'm not used to that a little bit, but the boys, my youngest son, he's like, it's really weird we live in Wisconsin now. It's so strange. And he said, there's graffiti everywhere. I'm like, there's not graffiti everywhere. He said, yeah, but we didn't have any graffiti and there's graffiti everywhere. So it's just funny, the observations. But I still have those moments where, this camera is like really bad, where I'm like, oh my goodness, like we live in a whole nother state and it's just a little crazy. And we live in this house that, it wasn't that long ago, guys, I was in the craft camper because we didn't have space in our home. And now like, it's just so different. Everything's so different, but yeah, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are. I hope. So Sarah says, yeah, the yarn fairy. I had a big bag. Yarn dropped off Saturday. It was looking for a new home. It came back from the home smoker. I took 4 balls to try to save. I would try to wash them, Sarah. I'm trying to think of what else you could do. Like you could maybe, because if you could do some kind of a vinegar wash on them and then like let them sit in the sun, maybe that would help. I don't know. Oh, Joyce, that's what I need to get. A little lithium spray would work. Yeah, probably. Because the stuff that I have, the 3-in-1, I can't get it in there. That's what I should do. Yeah, Sarah, I understand. So Dixie says, yes, it's a sticky canvas, so you just stick them on basic. I want to get one of those. Available through Amazon, Debbie says. Yay! I gotta get one. Because I got some ideas of like what, but then I gotta get dots too. So you must be able to just get the like, and then I've seen the square ones. Now I think Cato has some on their site and they're kind of more square. And the ones I've been using are round. And I think I would like the square ones. I think I would like those. HV, hello. First time I want to learn beginner here. Oh, yay. Welcome. Thank you for watching on YouTube. So we got to say hello to you. Very first time. Thank you for stopping by. I'm just working on a hat. I normally do this on Mondays. I've been a little off my game because we've moved and I've been busy and it's been crazy. I don't know how much yarn I have in this cake, so we'll have to see. I might go ahead and do a full one if I've got enough. I think I do. Courtney says, what did Courtney say? If you scan it up with zip ties, you can wash the yarn. Yeah. Connie, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. We have Helen from, is it Christchurch? Yeah, thank you for watching on Facebook. Yay. Dixie Bell 76, you can get the blank diamond dot canvases at Michael's. Oh, I didn't see him, but I didn't look real hard, to be honest, when I was in there. I did get a little another coaster, another coaster set. You like the square ones too? I like the look of the square ones. So I'll have to thank you, Dixie Bell 76, for helping me out. Oh yeah, Sarah. Yeah, you know what? When Darren and I first got married, my mom and dad, my dad, he was on oxygen. He still was a smoker. Like when Darren and I were first married, it drove me nuts. He like set himself on fire a couple times. Not even joking. But so that my mom would give me stuff for the kids all the time. And I would always have to like put it aside. But I used to, long ago, I used to smoke. I used to be a 3-pack a dayer before Darren and I got married. And then I quit because he was like so anti-smoking. But I totally get it. The nicotine has a tendency to coat everything. And if you don't smoke, it's really strong. If you're a smoker, you're kind of nose blind to it, so you don't know. So I always feel bad because long ago, I can't be overly critical of it because I did it. And it's not an easy thing to quit either. But yeah, you're like, oh, the yarn. Yeah, I feel bad. Nikita says, not online much lately. Have to work often. Miss you. I miss you too. I miss you too. You know what, Nikita? I haven't been on a lot either. I'm hoping to change that. Lisa's, what craft or yarn stores have you found in Madison? You know what? I've only been to Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and I've been to the Joann's when they closed. I haven't ventured out to find any of the independent stores like that have the bougie yarn. I haven't been to any of them yet. And actually, I think there's a craft store that like does like all needlework. So I need to go, like they have a frame shop in there too. I need to go check that out too. Cause since I love hand embroidery and stuff, I think that might be really cool. I don't know how big it could be. There's a sewing shop that I keep meaning to go to, but every time I do, they're closed already. Cause I know they have, getting twists drive me crazy. They have classes, and guys, I was thinking about signing up for like a beginner sewing class there, but I missed the series or whatever. So I was trying to get some dates that worked, because I know I can YouTube it, but I'd love to be able to go in someplace and like get some hands-on for the actual sewing machine. So I haven't ventured out a ton. Oh, but this is the thing I have to tell you guys. I finally went to Trader Joe's because Darren and I are going to start watching what we're eating again. So I'm like, I'm going to go to Trader Joe's because I've been there, before when we lived in Michigan. I would drive to the one in Grand Rapids occasionally. But I decided I don't like the Trader Joe's. I just don't. It gave me so much anxiety. I'm not even lying. From the moment we pulled in, because you can't, like, it's really kind of a cute area that it's in. It's a very, like young area. It's young and hip, and there's people walking everywhere, and you don't even know it's a Trader Joe's. And there's a parking garage, because that's the thing here. There's a parking garage for every single freaking store, it seems like. So you have to park in the parking garage because there wasn't any parking around. And of course, we went on Saturday, so it was absurdly busy, and it's not a huge store. But for one, and I already knew this about Trader Joe's, for one, I shop, like, we have a large family. So even if I lightly shop, it's a lot of stuff. And Trader Joe's has very small checkouts. So it's not, just the very small amount that I would get is more than usually they get. Like, we don't just one-off go get a couple items, like that isn't the way we operate. So I didn't get a ton of stuff while I was there, but it just was so busy. And I don't know. And then I messed up on the parking because I feel so old, guys, because there's a number, and it's like, remember your number. So I'm like, okay, how are we? But there's no, like, you pay when you go out. It's not that kind of parking garage. You have to go up to a metered thing or pay online. But I didn't see where there was a QR code anywhere, and I wasn't going to go searching for a whole bunch of stuff standing there. So I'm like, oh, Darren, we'll just pay when we come out. So he's going to take the groceries to the car, and I'm like, okay, I know where we parked. I know the number. I see the machine over there. I'll go and pay. Well, you're supposed to do it before, I think, and then I don't know. I only paid $0.25. We were in there for like an hour. It was supposed to be, I completely ripped them off because it was supposed to be way more than that, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I'm sure, like, it wasn't like very good. It wasn't explained very well. I can't talk either. And I just felt really dumb because I couldn't figure out like what it wanted me to do. And in that moment, I'm like, I've turned into my mother. Like, I've turned into an old person that has to go ask some young person what the heck's going on. And that's not me. I'm usually like, I'm up on what's going on. Usually, not so much anymore, guys. I think I finally have reached that point where I need some younger assistance. I need somebody who's young and knows what's going on. But then I think without Darren there, I could probably park on the street if there was an opening. But then I'm like, I normally would have a whole bunch of groceries, and you can't carry all of them out, and the carts are so small, and it's just very disappointing because I can't shop there like I would like to shop there. So anyway, I'm complaining, I know. And it is a little pricier, but they do have some things, like some of the frozen vegetables that I really like that don't have any added anything, and they're just, I don't know, they're just something that they only carry, and yeah, whatever. So yeah, yes. Okay, so let's see what else is here. So that's my complaining of the Trader Joe's. I was so disappointed. I love the little flyer that they sent, but yeah. Southpaw Fiber says husband says silicone spray lubricant on the handle. It's not as greasy. Oh, as lithium can be. Okay. Any certain brand? Any certain brand? Let's see. Thank you, Linda, for saying hi to HV. Courtney says Sow's Ear is a bougie yarn store in Verona. I know where that's at. It has, oh no, that's not good. Like coffee and yarn. Oh, I might have found my home. Is it that kind of cafe, or do they have food too? I won't ever leave. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Courtney. Maybe we'll have to meet up there. You're over in Milwaukee though, aren't you? I don't know if you want to drive all the way over here. We have to meet like halfway someplace. Have you checked out Easttown Mall yet? I used to be awesome. Don't know what's there now. It's huge. You know, I've been to Westtown Mall because that's close. I don't think I've been to Easttown Mall. It's on the east side. I don't know. Is it like a little bit north of the city, east and northeast of the city? Because I think that's where the other Joann's was, but I don't, is it like a walking mall? There's a really nice mall in Middleton that is like outdoors and it's kind of bougie that I kind of liked, but I didn't see that they had any. This is really, I don't know if you guys, this is what it's doing and it's driving me batty. Do you see this? It's like all getting tangled on itself. Yikes. Yikers. It's like all twisted. I wonder if it must be the way I wound it and it's been, you know, I don't know, wound up for a while. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Good afternoon to you. Nikita said, I wanted to make some dreadlocks from roving wool this summer and then decorate them with yarn, but it has been in the closet for 2 months. Oh, I understand though. I understand completely. Tara says, I am being so good about not buying yarn. What's wrong with me? No, that's okay. You can be on a yarn diet. It's all right. I'm trying to use my stash. See, it's nice though. I need to do the same thing. I always stock up when there's a major sale. Former Joanne employee here. Yeah, I hear ya. So Stacy says, Cheri, that's exactly how I feel ever since the stupid sepsis. Sepsis, I can't even believe that you had to deal with that. Affected my brain. I feel old. I feel like my mother. I totally felt that way this weekend. I'm like, I always make jokes about Darren being older and I'm not the older one, but I didn't know, like I was one of those, I honestly was not sure what I was supposed to do. And I'm like, this is probably super easy. And like, everybody knows what they're doing. But then I was watching and I didn't see that people were even paying. So I think that like people were ripping, like I paid $0.25 and I think some of the other people weren't even paying at all. Lisa says, I could not live in Madison at my age. Too much of everything everywhere. It's a madhouse. It is. That's why it is. But you know what? I kind of like it though. It's kind of crazy. I think I don't know. I've missed I grew up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Connie will tell you, like, it's not huge, but it's a bigger city, a little bit bigger city. So I was used to that. And then we lived in Auburn, which was smaller, but there was still a lot going on and I was really involved in stuff. And then we went out to like nowhere and I loved it. I thought that's what I wanted to do. I want to move away from everything and everybody. And then that gets a little lonely. It kind of does, guys. I'm not even joking. So here, I like that there's like, if there's anything I need or anything I want, I can get it. And I like that I don't have to go a million miles. But it is a little bit overwhelming. And that's the way I felt at Trader Joe's. Like it was anxiety, like on steroids, because just so busy people and so busy and just like I don't know. I just didn't. Yeah. So I can see, I understand completely, Lisa. Yeah, Courtney, I think that's going to be my thing. If there's like certain things that I want, it won't be like my regular go-to. Not at all. Because one, it's not easy to get to. If you lived in that neighborhood, it'd be a great like local grocery store. You could like, if you could walk to it. And that's what I saw. Like some people are just carrying like one bag and, you know, they probably walk to their house or ride their bike. Everybody rides their bike here. ride their bike and they have their backpack of, whatever, and that's it. But see, I have like 6 bags and that's a light load, So yeah, it won't be something I do tons of, I don't think. I kind of like the local pick and save. It's kind of like a Kroger. I was always an Aldi shopper, but it's not as close. So, and now I'm starting to get like, I don't want to drive real far because it gets real busy. I don't know. I'm starting to get that way just a little bit. Oh, I need the grease. I'm going to try to hold it so it doesn't do it. There we go. Plus, you can diamond dots on it. Oh, Kim, I can diamond dots on a tumbler. Oh, how do I do that? Oh, guys, on a tumbler? Like, is there diamond dot glue that you use? Or do you use like an acrylic pour and then put them? I don't know. You need to tell me all the things. Oh, you drive over for the yarn? I love that. Courtney, maybe we'll have to do that. I think it might be a date. Coffee, food, yarn, absolutely no reason to ever leave. Maybe we can just move in there. Exactly. You know what, Linda? I think not close to me, but I think there is one here. I think it might be by the East Town Mall somewhere. I think. I'm not sure. Because Whole Foods that would be a great place for me to shop. A great place because of like the way I'm eating now. Char said, I used to go to the Bougie Yarn store in South Seattle. It was fabulous. I still haven't picked up I've got my purples. I've got my bougie purples over here still. Like I need to do something with it. Hello. Is it Renee? Is it Renee in Illinois? It's not Renee. It's Renee, right? I think you've been on before. And I think I've said your name wrong before. Permatex is a good, but any brand pressurized silicone spray will work. I don't know if Mr. Bant is watching, but make notes, my dear. We need to get some pressurized silicone spray, and I need to have this yarn not do this. It's driving me nuts, guys. You can't see. I've got my hand going. I did have somebody ask, was it last time, about why I hold the yarn, and I don't actually. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't grip it. Like I let it ride through my fingers, and this is one of the reasons. Because otherwise, then it I don't know. It just drives me mad. And I like this yarn. Oh, what did Sarah say? I'm trying to go on a yarn and towel diet. I have so many towels to make the tops on. My first market, June 25th. June 25th is coming up. That's awesome. Hello, Izza. Is it Isa? Izza? I think people who shop at Whole Foods only shop for themselves and their hamster. I love that. See, that was me at like... Oh no, is it knotted? Oh no. It is not a good feeling when I go like that and it doesn't. You guys. Okay. Hold on. That's funny. That's funny, Stacy. I thought that was funny. Did anybody else laugh? I thought it was really funny. I thought it was so funny. Because we buy so much stuff. Like I said. Oh no. Did I get it in the wheel? Guys. Hold on. Yay, it came out. It's all good. I'm going to leave it up there for a minute, and then we'll have to deal with it. Put it over there. Oh, my goodness. I thought this was a good idea. I thought. Okay, there. Something I'm going to have to, I don't know, turn the dehumidifier off. Because it's definitely affecting. We've got it so dry down here that... Because I'm worried about moisture in the basement, but it's too dry, I can tell you. And I can tell by the yarn, the way the yarn is acting. It's also a store called Woodman's that is quite popular. I have a neighbor here that drives an hour to the Woodman's. I have to look and see. Is there a Woodman's here? There probably is. There's like everything. There's kind of everything. There's not an IKEA, which I'm surprised, but there's like everything else. There's no Huntington Bank. They need one of those because I don't have my bank here. But that's all right, I guess. I can go visit Courtney in Milwaukee or whatever. There is a Whole Foods, and there's also a store called Women's that is quite popular. I have a neighbor in my apartment that drives from here, Westfield, once a week to shop. 2-hour drive. Wow. Okay, well, I'll have to go find that. Is it, like, in what way is it so popular? Like, do they just have, like, extra special food? Extra special? Because I went to the Hy-Vee, and I was super impressed with the Hy-Vee because they have, in Fitchburg, because they have, like, a health food store in the grocery store, which I was like, they have all kinds of stuff that I had a hard time finding where we lived before. Kim Loves Blue Star says, believe it or not, I've never been to a Whole Foods or a Wegmans store. I've never been to either. Well, no, that's a lie. No, I haven't been to Whole Foods. There's a Whole Foods in Fort Wayne, but I had never been to it. Like, I never went. Stacy said they came from a large family. My brother used to always tell my mom she shopped like she was stocking the too of everything. That's kind of the way I am. Not going to lie. I mean, yeah. Because when you have so many people, okay, now I think I'm good. I think I can put it back down here. Hopefully, you have to buy like that. But I'll tell you, I know Mr. Bant and I, now we haven't done it for a long time, but we did a real like thorough one time of, we went to Sam's Club and Aldi and at the time Meijer stores. So like if you're from Michigan, Indiana, there's Meijer stores. They don't have them here. There's no Meijer here, and I love my Meijer. And then I think like a local grocery store in Walmart. So, and we priced everything, and we priced it like by like per pound versus like the actual, so like however many ounces. And we found hands down for the things that we bought, Aldi was absolutely by far the least expensive. So we kind of stuck with that for a long time. And I would like to still shop more at Aldi, but they're not as popular here. Like in Michigan, in Muskegon, we had, how many did we have? We had 1, 2, 3, and they were building a 4th in Muskegon, Michigan. And Madison is huge, and I think there's only 2. So, yeah. So I think in more rural areas, I think they do better maybe than like where there's, more people, more money. They don't have the Aldi because the people don't care to save the money. Maybe, I don't know. I don't understand that, but it's okay. I don't get it, but it's okay. Send you a picture of the spray in a DM. Okay, thank you, Sandy. You're so awesome. You're so awesome. Break out a hair dryer. I know. I need to go grab one. I probably should do that. Lisa says nothing that would make me drive that far. I just don't like interstate driving to actually do like Madison shopping. Just not. Lisa, I get it. And plus the Beltline, like we live right off the Beltline, and it's very crazy. It is a little crazy. And there's always accidents, like constantly. Courtney says, I grew up in the country. Our pantry looked like we were doomsday prepping because everything was so far away. Yeah. And see, that's what I came from just now. Molly says they just got their first Aldi. I love it. Now, not for everything. Aldi isn't great for everything. Like produce, it's a hit or miss. Now they've gotten way better because like if you like organics and stuff, they've gotten way better than they used to be. But there's a lot of Aldi stuff that I really like. Like I love their marinara sauce because it doesn't have any added oil in it and it's like a little cleaner. Kind of just stuff like that I will tell you can't find that. Maybe Whole Foods probably has some, I would bet. But there's just certain things that I absolutely just like really, really like there that they don't have other places. Finally, I think I cannot like do this. Let's see. Stacey says our Aldi here in Indy just keeps going away. Loved Aldi. Now I do Meijer. They keep going away, like they go out of business. Is that what happened, Stacey? That's so silly. Courtney said, listen, 5 minutes from Meijer, IKEA, Aldi, and Woodman's best of. Yes, you got it all. You got it all, Courtney. Some people look down their nose for Aldi because of the brand name and lack of. Yeah, people around here either love it or hate it. I was just gonna say, Lisa, when I grew up, we didn't have a lot of money. Like we did not have a lot of money, but my mom would never buy generic stuff. Now later on in life she did, but like we never ate anything but Kraft mac and cheese. I know that's probably what's wrong with me today because I lived. That's how I survived as a kid, is Kraft mac and cheese and like SpaghettiOs and stuff. We would never go into like a place. She just wouldn't do it. She would not buy anything but brand name stuff, which makes no sense to me because at the time we were broke. So I don't know why she didn't. But I would go to like my friend's house and they'd have like Aldi stuff and I'd be like, ew, this tastes weird. Because I was so used to having like all the name brand things. Now my kids didn't even know what name brand was until they got older because we always bought generic everything. We still kind of do. I very rarely buy. And that's the thing about like Sam's and stuff. You can't, I mean, there are some things that you can get, but that are less expensive. Like I used to get when the kids were little, we would get diapers from there. But yeah, you're so right on. You're so right on. Some people would never go to Aldi because they'd be like, ew, that's not a name brand thing. Yeah. And I get it because I grew up like that. And when I would go to my friend's house, I'm like, ew, they have like weird food that I don't understand. Let's see. Nikita says we also have Aldi and IKEA in the Netherlands. I wonder if they sell the same thing as. I think doesn't your Nikita doesn't your Aldi carry yarn? Like I know like not in the U.S. they don't, but I think I've seen where some Aldis they have yarn in other countries. It would be cool to see if they have the same stuff. I bet. Do you ever shop at Aldi, Nikita? Lisa says they just a news release that they are going to lower the prices for the summer at least. So that's awesome. Alice. Hello, Alice. How are you? Going to bingo. I love bingo, except for that's another thing. I can only play bingo with one card. The times I've been to bingo, it's intimidating. Because the people who play bingo, Alice, you might be one of these people. Do you have like 10 cards in front of you? Can't do it. Can you tell I can't crank and talk? Sarah says, I'm going to try it here. Where I grew up, the big grocery store was 45 minutes away. When I got my driver's license, I would come home from work and find a grocery note because mom had to work on Saturdays, so I did the shopping. You probably loved that, didn't you, Sarah? Because I sometimes will like send a message, or my husband will, to my daughter. I'm like, on your way home from work, can you stop at Walmart? They are going out of business. It's crazy. That's nuts, Stacy. Maybe they have too many of them. Because I don't know. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Barb says the nearest Aldi. What does Barb say? What of our 30-minute drive from here? We don't have a fairly decent grocery store in town. I have a large garden every year. I do order from Sam's, Costco, and Walmart. Oh gosh, no, they're not. From Sam's, Costco, and Walmart, is they all shipped to my. Well, that's nice. That's nice that you can get it shipped. We got our first, like I did my first ever DoorDash when the older kids were here. I don't know if I told you guys that. I'd never used DoorDash or anything. My mom always did. That's how my mom stayed alive, honestly, was she had Walmart and DoorDash in Auburn. Those last few like months when we were in Michigan, and then she was all by herself. But anyways, like I had never done it. And it's expensive. They like make the prices higher. I mean, I understand the idea. Like, I don't mind paying or tipping somebody to deliver. But then I was checking out on the like restaurants website prices versus the DoorDash prices, and they up the prices. So like by like $3 a like meal, because we got some sushi and some other stuff. Oh, and then I ordered DoorDash donuts. And then this is a funny story, guys, because we couldn't get a cake for it was my daughter's birthday was coming up. So I'm like, let's get some donuts instead, like for her or whatever. So I ordered, because the kids like donuts, I ordered Dunkin', and it was like a double dash, you know how you can go. And I knew it was down the road so they could get it, but it ended up being 2 people, which made no sense to me. So I ordered specifically like the donuts that they would like, right, to surprise them. So these donuts came, and they didn't have any of the donuts that I ordered. But they still, so they sent a whole box of these donuts that weren't any of them that I ordered. And then they threw a bunch of cards in there for free donuts and a little note like taped onto the thing that said, sorry, we were all out of all the ones you ordered. Every single one of them. Not funny, but then there's a whole bunch of free donut cards we haven't used any. So that was interesting. That was my experience with that. Courtney says, I lived in Europe for a year and the Aldi is totally different here. Is it better or not as good? I would bet it's not as good. That would be my guess. Kim says, if you're adding diamond to a tumbler, you need to create a base. This could involve applying a layer of adhesive or paint to what okay. So I have Kim, if you know, I don't know if you know, do you know what kind of adhesive that is? I'm just curious. Like what would be the best adhesive? Like if you were doing it to a tumbler, but let's say you wanted to do it on, I don't know, say a canvas. Could you use that same adhesive, or is the adhesive different that you use on a tumbler than you'd want on a canvas? Does that make sense? I don't know if you can answer that. If you can help me out. Sandy said, I went to the Aldi in Europe and it wasn't the same as I've seen in the US. Char says, I'm cheap and retired now. That's totally fine. I understand. Yarn sometimes as a special offer, but not often. Okay, got it. Nikita says, sometimes I do my shopping there, a whole cart full, but for some A brands, I still have to go to, another store. Yeah. I still have the same thing. Like where even if I go to Aldi, I still have to go someplace else to get the other things that I can't get. Says I would have my music so loud, I would just be yelling and singing. Okay, use a suitable adhesive like an epoxy or wax-based adhesive to create a sticky surface. Okay. And then you'd seal it with something, obviously, like the pour or whatever. Ooh, what did you say? Stacy says, I'm about to make my first round of elderberry syrup for some orders. Love canning. Ooh, that would be good for like when you're sick and stuff, right? Too, wouldn't it? Isn't it elderberry that is like really has like a lot of health properties? Is that right? Isn't it? Isn't that what you take as like a supplement? I think. Okay, we're almost at 100. I feel like it's very tight. I would say it's different, not better or worse. Like different foods than we do. So different food. That makes sense because people don't like eat like we eat here, right? Like Nikita probably eats way healthier than we do. She probably doesn't eat as much processed food. I think the US is like all processed. Even Canada probably eats better than we do. Would you say that, Sandy? That people in Canada eat better than people in the US? I don't know. I keep getting hung up here. Well, I'm super going to check out, I will tell you, after we're done, I'm going to check out the, I want to do a blank diamond dot thing. I think that would be really cool and like come up with my own design. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, let's see. Emmanuel, hey to you. Hey, right back at you. Sandy says we have about the same. I'd say Europe, they eat cleaner. Yeah. Maybe I can send a video of our Aldi. Then you can. I would love that, Nikita. I would love to see. I would love that. I loved it when you shared like the fireworks and all of that. I loved it. I loved it so much. Yes, elderberry is a great supplement. It helps when you take 1 tablespoon every day. And if you're feeling allergy to sick, 3. Oh. Do you take, like, will you ship, Stacy? Will you ship the syrup? Or is it already already have orders on it? HB says, any tips or words of wisdom from this beginner candidate here? And I eat healthy. See, okay, I would think Canadians eat healthier than Americans, but that's awesome that you eat healthy. I love Canada too, by the way. Tips for knitting, circular knitting. Do you have a machine yet? If you're going to get a machine, just a little, like couple little things. The Centro is awesome. This is like a knockoff Centro, this purple and white one. It's a 48 pin, does a really nice size hat, but it's picky when it comes to the yarn. Now that we have the golden gear from Southpaw Fiber Arts, that makes it a little bit better for sure. I will say, whether you get the 48 pin or the 46 pin Addy, that's built a little bit better. Right now, they're pretty inexpensive. I don't know if you can, in Canada, I think they're more probably on your Amazon, I would bet. But I would get one of the tension guides from Southpaw Fiber Arts. That would be a tip. The other thing is start with soft, squishy yarn. Start with soft, squishy yarn, or start with a 3-weight. And I will tell you, if you get the tension guides, I'm going to show you both of these. And the reason I say this is I think it makes a huge difference and you'll enjoy your experience more. This is what the one from Southpaw Fiber Arts looks like for the 46 pin. And then I have the one on here, which I don't know if you can see it, but it fits the 48. So you can get one for either or. You can get a 22 pin and you can make smaller things like here's like the angel that is a pattern, a free pattern that I have on YouTube that was made with a 22 pin. You can, I don't know, there's just so many things, but I would say start with either like Lion Brand Heartland yarn, Karen Simply Soft, some soft squishy yarn when you're starting, so that you won't get frustrated, and just practice your cast on, practice your cast off. Let YouTube be your friend. Those would all be my tips. Manuel says, I make these just like you, and I was wondering what type of yarn you would recommend for the Centros. For Centros, this is a 3-weight yarn from Lion Brand, Ferris Wheel yarn. I really like Lion Brand Heartland. I like Karen Simply Soft. I like the Premier Color Fusion. I really like that a lot. Again, another 3-weight yarn. Let's see, what other yarns do I really like? I like all the yarns, but some of the ones that do really well. Let's see here. This was another 3-weight yarn. This is from Michaels. It's their ombre yarn. Lion Brand Mandala yarn is really good. I would just be careful. Not like, you can use a value-based yarn, but you just want to be careful if it's a 4-weight or a worsted weight yarn, that it's not too heavy, especially for the Centro, because if you crank and it cranks really hard, then the yarn's probably not suited for the machine too well. But I will tell you, if you get this gear that Southpaw Fiber Art sells, that will help with that. So I don't know. Hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully. Not yet. Well, we'll have to get you one. You got to get one. Stacey says, I can do either. I have several local orders, but yes, I can ship. Oh, well, I'll have to talk to you, because I think I would like to try some of that. Let's see. Oh, Sandy says, in Canada, Bernat premium yarn works well too. Yes, because she is in Canada. She knows what's available, because you have Michaels. So Michaels would be like, they have some good stuff. Love the ombre. Yeah. I really like it as well. Right now, I have been doing local canning just because so many ways to ship are cranky over. Yes, Stacy, I get it. Courtney, I love the mandala yarn too, a lot. I love it a lot. That's what I made the big last year in July. That's what I did, the yarn bombing in at Boeing Mountain in Michigan. That's what I used for that big blanket. And I would like to make another one of those for myself. And it was with the mandala yarn. And it's not super squishy, but it does really well in the machines. But I think for that one, I did use my Addy. I didn't use the 48 pin. I think I'm going to do 140. I think I have enough to do that. We'll see here. Let's see. Southpaw Fiber says 100% acrylic yarns, loops and threads, impeccable, which I've not used impeccable yet. Big twist value, respun by Lion Brand, 100% recycled polyester. Yeah, that does good. Karen Simply Soft's another great one. Thank you for those tips. Yes, Red Heart is not good. And I've been able to get some of it through the machine now, but I will tell you, I did one of the colors and it did not like it. I did the Granny Square yarn, the one that has yellow and pink in it. It still did not like that. It didn't like it. So some of them still do better than others with the gear, where I couldn't get stuff before, get it through before. But yes, Red Heart, when you're first starting out, I would stay away from it. Oh yeah, Roll With It. That's another one. Red Heart Soft. Is it Soft? Red Heart Soft? I think that's what it's called. That's another one. Oh, Nikita says I'm going to bed. Next time I'll make a video of all the. Yes, do that. I would love it. You take care, Nikita. Thank you for being here. Carol Lynn says I have several bags of Impeccable. Glad to hear it works well. I need to try the Impeccable yarn. Now that I have a Michael's close, I'm going to try some. Because I've not. Sarah says, I've heard this Red Heart Soft works. Yes. Yes. I've made a couple hats out of it. It is very nice yarn too. And I know a lot of times we say Red Heart and we don't specify what kind. And Red Heart has a lot of different kinds. So, because they even have the roving style. What's it called? The Red Heart. It's the roving yarn that's just like this. Very similar, but I can't think of what it's called. And it does really well as well. I can't think of what it's called though. Seal the diamond dots. You can use a Mod Podge. Okay. Polyacrylic or epoxy resin. Okay. Kim, you're so awesome. Thank you for that. We're close, guys. We're close. We're getting there. We're almost done. Of the squeaky. About 5 more. What did Carol say here? I've been sticking with Karen Simply Soft, not wanting to step out of my comfort zone, but I'm going to try Impeccable. Yeah. Yeah, Karen Simply Soft is usually a winner. Unless you have to crochet with it. Holy cow, I did not have fun with that. But yeah, no, it does great in the machines. Okay, last one. This little stitch right here is like screaming at me. I'm like, is that a tuck stitch? But it's not. It's like one of those where it's thicker. All right. I think we're going to stop there. Let me get to my stuffo. All right. So anybody having anything good for dinner? I was going to make taco bowls. Like taco-y, like veggies or whatever. I don't know. Let me go there. Oh, another tip for anybody who's new. I think you can see this. I would just, when you're casting off, I only release, like usually I tell you to release 1 stitch at a time or just a few stitches. Don't release all of your stitches and then try to cast off, because when you're first starting, until you get used to it, it's really easy to drop your stitches. And it's kind of disheartening to like do all the cranking and then get right to the end of the project and drop, which I still do it, guys. I occasionally do it. But yeah, that's another tip, is during the cast off. But you'll find your way. Everybody kind of does things. It's funny when I watch videos and I watch how other people like do stuff. Like I'm like, I wouldn't do it like that. It's funny. I'm just particular about the way I do stuff. But just like I don't use a waist yarn unless I absolutely have to. And there's a lot of people in the knitting machine world that use waist yarn even for hats. I don't do that. That seems like more work than I'd want to do. I mean, it makes it easy to get, you can just like spin your tube off, but then you got to make sure you've picked up all the stitches. And to me, it's easier to see it this way than even if you use a contrasting waist yarn, but it's whatever your preference is. But I wouldn't, because I think it's more work than is necessary. I'm all about being I don't want to say a lazy crafter, because I want to make sure it's done right. But if you don't need to do the extra steps, I wouldn't do them. But again, everybody kind of finds their way. And there's no wrong way if you end up with what you want in the end, right? It's a lot of fun, though. I did, when I was at Barnes and Noble, they have one of the little knitting machines there in the kids' like arts and crafts area, the one with the thing on top of it. I was eyeing it. Like, I don't need it. Don't need it, Cheri. I don't even know how many pin it is. It's probably a 40 pin. Might even be a 32. I don't know. Okay, let me get this out of the way. But it's the pink one, and it's like My Knitting Machine or something like that. But I will tell you, I don't know if I brought this up before. Strawberry shortcake is like popular again. And that was like my thing when I was a kid. I had like all the strawberry shortcake dolls. And would it be like, I don't know if I've talked about this, but would it be weird if I like collect them again just to sniff them so that I can remember when I was a kid? So funny. Get it stretched here. Okay, I think we'll do it that way. So we're almost done. This one won't be super big, but I like it. I like it to like it because I did it tighter. I had it set a little tighter. This roving yarn, if I don't do it a little more snug. Oh, this is where you have to be very careful because it's so easy to break. So easy to snap this yarn. So easy. Probably should stitch it closed and not do it my method, but what was I saying? Oh, with this yarn, if I have it set a little looser, since it's a 3-weight, if it's too loose, it starts to look a little, I don't want to say it looks ratty, but it looks it's not as tight, or not as, what's the word I want to say? Because if it's tight, Cheri. That's not what I want to say. Like the stitches don't look as good if it's too loose. If that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Okay. Let me cut some of this. Oh, you know what? I was going to check the inside. Oh, good. I'm okay. Sometimes if you get the pucker on the inside, then it doesn't, I mean, it seems like it's closed up, but it's not closed up, if that makes sense. And you can always stitch it closed. Not a big deal. I had that happen to me just the other day on my hat where I got a little bit of a pucker. Is the golden gear for the, yes, they have it both for the 48 and the 46 now. So, and then Thursday when I do the live, we'll be giving another one of those away. So you guys have to come back on uniform. That was the word. Thank you. You guys have to come back on Thursday and we'll do another giveaway. Yeah, that's so funny. I could not think of that word. My brain was not working. 32 months. It wasn't the mushroom. It's like a little, like the Innovations one. It's like pink and then it has the little white thing over the top of it. It's kind of cute, guys. I don't know. I've seen it at Joann's, had it before. And I saw it there, and then they had it at Barnes and Noble when I was there yesterday. the boys, I made them go pick out books, and somehow I got suckered into buying Lego kits too. Because we're just wrapping up stuff, but I want them to still read through the summer, and I'm like, I'll go to Barnes and Noble and get you something special, like some special books. Go pick them out. So I know we could just go to the library, but it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of special. So we did that. And I still end up buying Lego kits. Let's see. Scentbird has a strawberry shortcake perfume you can buy. Oh, it does. It smells like see, I loved my dolls. Like, I loved my strawberry shortcake. And I still had them. I ended up selling them. I think I sold them on eBay because I had like the strawberries that they went in, and yeah, I don't know. I loved them. I loved them so much. This turned out really nice. This is a nice looking hat here. I'll have to get a palm for it, but yeah, isn't that pretty? It is pretty yarn. It's really pretty. Turned out really nice. 140 rows on the 48 pin. So yeah, so I see all these strawberry shortcake things. Like they have the Aaron's putty. They have strawberry shortcake scented putty. I'm like, would that be bad if I got putty and just sniffed it? Or if I just get the dolls and just... I thought about it though. I love the strawberry shortcake dolls, guys. I love them so much. Like, I know that sounds silly, but there was like lemon meringue and huckleberry thin. Was it huckleberry? No, huckleberry pie. And strawberry shortcake. And there was what were the other ones? There was even like a little, I don't know. Guys, I'm losing my mind. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? Oh, we had barbecue steak, carrots, and broccoli. Oh, sounds yummy. Spinach ravioli with shrimp. That sounds good. Courtney says, Karen, some stuff is so splitty. It's awful in hand knitting or crocheting, but it makes beautiful hats. Agreed. Okay. What did Stacey say? I am so anti-waste on everything. Even the name waste yarn bothers me. And you can reuse the waste yarn because I would reuse it. But yeah, that's so funny. All right, guys. Oh, Kim says cheese ravioli with homemade with sauce. That's serious commitment to make some homemade ravioli. I don't think I've ever done that. You are so welcome, Emmanuel. Oh, God bless you too. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Do you know the color name of the yarn you're using? Let me see. Hold on. I'll look and see, Lisa, if I can find it. Because I might still have one. I do. I think this is the same. Oh, this might not be the same. I don't know. Is it the same? Looks the same. I think it's the same. This one is Vintage Carousel. Yep, that's what it is. Vintage Carousel. So this will be a yarn that somebody wins on Thursday because I've got more of these and I've been giving them away. So if you win some yarn, this is what you're going to win. That yarn there. Actually, here, I can go back to just my big face. All right, guys. So let me get my little plaque because I got to tell you to stay cranky. Otherwise, it's not the end. Let me get it. Let me get it. So we got it. You guys have to help me name my chicken too. Help me name my chicken. You do that? So on Thursday, we'll name the chicken and then we'll do another giveaway. So, all right, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me and talking. I was hand knitting a new hat pattern. Goofed it up and now I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Well, thank you guys. I love you guys. We'll see you later. Have a good one. Come back on Thursday, 3 o'clock, same time, same channel, but it may just be YouTube. We'll find out. I will post though, if it's only going to be on YouTube. All right. Okay. We'll see you. Bye. Have a good one. Bye. Bye.